Okay friends, Tony here, back again. This is, I think I calculated, actual working days. We're at day 45, somewhere around there. About double the time has elapsed chronologically since then. When I initially got into this project, I thought 30 days chronologically at max. Yeah, the reality is it's taken a lot longer than that. So it was either the weekend before last or last weekend. No, it was the weekend before last. I know now. I was over at my friend Matt's house, and we put together this cabinet as I showed you. We did it kind of quick. We ended up going with we did the face frame, 2x1 on the top part, and then kind of a 1x1.5 on the bottom strip here. So the faceplate was put together, very strong, very solid. And then the 1/2-inch sand plywood on the sides and in the center as well, the little partitions. So just yesterday, I didn't film it, sorry. I think I'm running out of time or space on my card in this phone here. Okay, I'm back. Minutes after I said that I would run out of memory on my memory card, it happened. I must have yammered on for about 7-8 minutes and ended the video at that point, and only to check and it was already shut off. So yeah, so I'm back. I had to go home and do a dump, a data dump that is, and I'm back. So as you can tell, it's different, sans my BB Chocolate Love, which I love from my favorite smoothie shop. I think I left off talking about what's next after the build. So I'm thinking that after this build, I'm going to actually focus on travels. I definitely like to get out in nature, and it probably won't be too extensive because I still have to work. Fortunately, my job allows me to work remotely, but it still requires some time to get things done. So we'll see how that goes. But hello, COVID. That's a big determining factor in terms of what's next in my travels as well too. But this is the reality we're in for now. This too shall pass. So we'll see what happens. That's the beauty of it. I don't know. Make it up as I go. But for now, I'm still finishing the build process, taking again a lot longer than I thought it would, but I'm still enjoying the process. It's definitely keeping my mind occupied during these strange and unusual times. So I'm glad I have that. I think I was explaining changes that I had made to this thing here, putting the backing that matches everything else, 1/2 inch as opposed to the 1/4 inch flimsy plywood that I put in the back, thinking that it would be good because no one would see it. But you're going to see this part, as I think I explained before, on the passenger side sliding door when it opens up. So, and then also once I finished, reconstructing it the way I wanted it, it's a lot more solid too as well. So let me explain the front part too. So with my changes, what I've come across is, I don't know if there's mosquitoes in here, and I put some bug juice on, and I don't think they're biting me, but I'm paranoid. I feel like they're trying to bite me, but that's why I'm constantly brushing my arms and legs and things like that. This change I'm very happy with because initially when I first did it, as you can see, this inside panel here, this cutout was on this side here as you look into the van from the rear, and the cutout was up above, and initially it was going to be a fill spout or a fill hole for the diesel fuel for my Chinese diesel heater. The solution I've come to is basically a tank that's half the capacity Yes, I know. Um, it would require going in town to get fuel, especially if I'm somewhere in a cold climate. But it's worth the loss in capacity of one tank to gain a whole bunch more in terms of the whole build of this particular cabinet. As we were trying to figure it out the first time, Matt and I, we decided to nix the idea. I was going to do kind of drawers across the entire front half, the top front half of this cabinet. That, you know, at first it was kind of like, I really want at least one drawer. The big clicker is I've got shelving space. So I extended the back side of this as much as I could. The initial backing, I'm not sure if I explained it before I had to go do my data dump, was only about 4 inches, a band of 4 inches from here to here. Because of the wheel well, that's right in here. So I did some remeasuring. I found out that I can extend it down just a little bit more here in the back. This is going to allow me the ability to put some cleats here, probably right at that line there, and put a shelf in. And it's going to allow me to put the Jackery 500 Explorer in here as opposed to on this side, which gives me space to put a drawer in here. This cross member is temporarily placed right now, but I was excited to know that I could at least get one drawer. Then that got me thinking. In addition to that drawer, I could put another cross member here, and there's this product that I found, I can't think of the name, but it's kind of an all-in-one. It's got a little basket that you can affix to the faceplate of your drawer, and then it's got some hanging hardware that goes on the sides here. So it's not a drawer, it's actually a flip out. And I'm sure you've seen them in kitchens and things like that, where you can flip the drawer out and you've got space for your sponges and soap or whatever things in there. I'm gonna build a flip out on this one. And then with that, more than likely, I don't know if I'm gonna put sponges or anything in there. I'm probably gonna use that for my toiletries, toothpaste, things like that in this particular section here. The sink is going to go here, so I really can't put a short drawer in. And it's going to come down about maybe 4 or 5 inches. And out, I'll probably have clearance of about, from the front, maybe another 3 or 4 inches. So I'll still have room to put that particular cabinet piece in here. And then also, I think I'm going to carry that over. I'm not sure yet. I may carry over that look and have a uniform look of drawers, but this one would be just a fake drawer, maybe a panel that pops out because, again, the Jackery is going to be here. And what I like about this design too is that I've gained a lot more height in terms of how I'm going to place this particular shelf here. That's where I'm at, so I'm pumped about that. I've gained a lot more space by redesigning this. So I went and got some more sand plywood and rebuilt this side and moved, again, that piece that had the cutout for the former fuel tank to this side here. It's kind of nice because what that allows me, this is actually where my sink is going to go. So I think I showed pictures of that. So my sink is going to go like this. This is where my fresh water, my gray water is going to go, and my pump's going to be mounted up back here. So, you know, with this, with that former hole there, I may have a little bit space to, if I need to, run some tubing or some electrics through this here too. So it actually worked out that we did that. And then this side, again, I'm happy about this. This is going to be a drawer. Maybe it's going to house some of my knives and plates, things like that I'll have here. And then down here, this is the spot for my bathroom. I say bathroom lightly because I found this item on Amazon, and it's kind of weird because it's going to take like almost, from what it says, the expected delivery date is like 2 months from now, which is crazy. And that's all of them that are similar to that particular product, even different sellers. So I don't know if there's a run on small little portable camping toilets or what, or that particular one. But it's inexpensive. it fits in this space perfectly, and I can kind of use it for dual purpose, you know, both as a restroom, actually emergency restroom, because I don't really want to poop in my van unless I got a problem. I need to just do it right away. But for the most part, it's going to be emergency for solid waste. But in the meantime, it could be just a garbage can where I could throw waste in there. In the meantime, should something happen, I need to use it for that purpose. In terms of solid waste, I will. But I'm going to try to avoid that. For liquid waste, I have a solution which I've been using for a while. It's just an old water bottle, but I make sure I label it so don't get confused. I wake up in the middle of the night and drink my urine as opposed to some ice cold water. So yeah, that is it. I'm going to, actually today is just going to be a day of just trying to figure it out in terms of what's next, what I want to do. I know I'm going to have to cut out some areas for my switches. Initially, I was going to put my switches, I'm building a cabinet up above this. Initially, I was going to put my switches up there, but now I'm thinking I may want a few switches as you come into the van from the sliding door on the side right when you come in the door. So I kind of know what I want to do, but I just want to make sure. And also, what else? Put my shelving in, plan that out, and also finish off the cross members here. I have to use my Craig jig, which I got a couple weeks ago. I'm very excited about that thing. It makes life so much easier. You know, folks, when you're doing a project, you know, you certainly can do things and be creative and resourceful and do things without the right tools. But let me tell you, having the right tools makes all the world. It makes it so much easier. So I don't have a huge budget, but there's certain things that I look at that I know I need. It's just worth the extra cost of buying that tool to make things so much better. So I'm really happy with that tool. After this build, I may not use it for another year or so. I don't know, but at least I have it. And I like tools. I'm a tool guy. I like to go into Home Depot and just kind of walk around and look at things. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's just trying to figure things out. I'm probably not going to put that on video of me just sitting here in my thinker's pose here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'll pick you up either later today or on another day. Peace.